Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we are diving deep into the twists and turns that will shake the very core of the bold and the beautiful. With shocking confessions, unexpected confrontations, and moral dilemmas on the horizon, the drama is reaching new heights. Finn's revelation will send shockwaves through Steffi's world, Carter finds himself at a moral crossroads, and Remy Price's arrival at Bill Spencer's mansion could change the game for Luna Nozawa forever. Will these characters survive the choices they are about to make, or will their pasts finally catch up with them? Let's break down everything you need to know. Steffi Forrester Finnegan's world crumbles, can she survive the truth? Steffi Forrester Finnegan has been through her fair share of heartbreaks, betrayals, and near-impossible situations. But nothing, absolutely nothing, could have prepared her for the bombshell that Finn is about to drop. She thought she had seen the worst when she learned that Finn had been with his own aunt, Penelope "Poppy" Nozawa, but the worst was yet to come. As the truth unfolds about Luna Nozawa's biological father, Steffi will find herself spiraling into a state of disbelief and devastation. The emotional toll of this revelation will shake Steffi to her core. She has fought tirelessly to build a life filled with love, stability, and trust. And yet, time and time again, secrets from the past creep in, threatening to destroy everything she holds dear. Her marriage to Finn has already been on unstable ground due to past betrayals, and now she is forced to face a truth that could shatter her perception of the man she loves. Will Steffi be able to forgive Finn for keeping this secret? Or will this be the final straw that pushes her to walk away for good? The weight of this revelation will force Steffi into a place of deep introspection. She will need to evaluate not only her relationship with Finn, but also the very foundation of the life they have built together. For a woman who has always fought to protect her family, Steffi now finds herself wondering, how do you protect yourself from the person you love most? Meanwhile, Finn is determined to do what he believes is right. He knows that Luna deserves to hear the truth from him directly, and he is willing to go to great lengths to make sure she understands her true origins. But will this noble act of honesty backfire? With Luna currently unaccounted for and hiding out at Bill Spencer's mansion, Finn's journey to reveal the truth might lead him straight into a situation far more dangerous than he ever anticipated. Carter Walton's conscience is tested. Will he succumb to temptation or choose redemption? Over in another part of town, Carter Walton finds himself standing at a crossroads. The battle for control over the LLC has put him in a precarious situation, and Daphne Rose has proven herself to be a formidable force. Initially, Daphne tried to use seduction as her weapon, believing that her charm and allure would be enough to sway Carter into compliance. But when her initial strategy failed, she changed her approach, this time appealing to Carter's deeply ingrained sense of morality. Carter has always been a man of principle, someone who values integrity above all else. However, as he navigates the murky waters of business and personal loyalty, he begins to question his own moral compass. Daphne's words echo in his mind, forcing him to consider whether doing the right thing is always so black and white. The weight of his past decisions looms over him. He has made mistakes before, some that cost him dearly, and the last thing he wants is to repeat history. But in the high-stakes world of power and influence, one wrong move could bring everything crashing down. The question remains, will Carter allow himself to be manipulated, or will he take a stand and fight for what he knows is right? His decision could have lasting consequences. Not just for his career, but for his entire identity. One thing is certain, Carter is running out of time, and whichever path he chooses, there will be no turning back. Remy Price's dilemma: will he protect Luna, blackmail her, or destroy her? Meanwhile, another storm is brewing, and it all centers around Remy Price. At first glance, it seemed like a simple job. Bill Spencer hired Remy to fix the AC at his mansion, under the condition that he remain discreet and work quickly. But fate had other plans. The moment Remy set foot inside the mansion, he found himself face to face with someone he never expected to see, Luna Nozawa. For a split second, their eyes met, and Remy felt the weight of recognition crash over him like a tidal wave. He remembered Luna from her time at Forrester Creations. But what was even more alarming was the realization that she was hiding something big. As the pieces of the puzzle began to come together, Remy uncovered Luna's darkest secrets, ones that had the power to change everything. Now, Remy finds himself at a crossroads. He has three choices, each with its own set of consequences. Expose Luna, he could reveal everything he knows, bringing Luna's secrets to light and potentially ruining her forever. If he chooses this path, Luna's entire world could crumble overnight. Blackmail Luna, or Bill, with the information he possesses, Remy holds a powerful bargaining chip. He could use it to his advantage, demanding money, influence, or protection in exchange for his silence. Keep the secret. Against all odds, Remy could decide to protect Luna, recognizing that they are both individuals with checkered pasts looking for a fresh start. Remy may be a man with his own demons, but he understands the power of secrets. He knows that revealing Luna's past could have catastrophic consequences, not just for her, but for himself as well. After all, in a world where trust is a rare commodity, sometimes the only thing more dangerous than knowing the truth is deciding what to do with it. But time is running out. If Finn tracks down Luna and arrives at Bill's mansion, all hell could break loose. Will Remy make his move before that happens? Or will Luna's fate be sealed by forces beyond her control? The battle for truth, power, and redemption. As these stories unfold, one thing is clear: the lines between right and wrong are blurrier than ever. Steffi must decide whether she can forgive Finn or if this betrayal is too great to overlook. Carter must confront his own morality and determine if he is willing to compromise his integrity for power. And Remy must make a choice that will not only shape his future but also impact the lives of everyone involved. The drama is intensifying, the stakes are higher than ever, and the secrets that have been buried for so long are finally coming to light. Will these characters rise above their pasts and fight for a better future, or will the weight of their choices drag them down forever? One thing is certain: The Bold and the Beautiful is about to take us on a ride filled with passion, betrayal, and redemption like never before. Next, we are diving into one of the most jaw-dropping storylines to hit The Bold and the Beautiful. Explosive secrets are unraveling, long-buried family connections are coming to light, and loyalties will be tested like never before. Just when Steffi Forrester thought she had weathered the worst of the storm, another shocking truth will shake her marriage to its core. Meanwhile, John Finn Finnegan finds himself torn between his duty to his wife and his unexpected paternal instincts toward a daughter he never knew he had. How will Steffi react when she discovers that the woman who once terrorized her is now an undeniable part of her family? And what choices will Finn make as he struggles with his past, present, and future? Let's break it all down. A shocking knock on Bill Spencer's mansion door, Finn's next move. As the dust begins to settle on the shocking revelation of Luna Nozawa's true parentage, Finn finds himself standing outside Bill Spencer's mansion, heart pounding, contemplating what comes next. He has just unburdened himself of the truth to Steffi, but the conversation didn't go as he had hoped. Steffi, already reeling from the knowledge that her husband had been intimate with his own aunt, now faces the unbearable reality that the woman who once tried to kill her is none other than her stepdaughter. The weight of it is overwhelming, and it leaves her grasping for control. But for Finn, the decision is clear. He has spent too long regretting his fractured relationship with his biological mother, Sheila Carter. The last thing he wants is to repeat history with Luna. No matter how complicated the situation is, he refuses to turn his back on his daughter. And so, he finds himself outside Bill's estate, preparing to introduce himself to Luna, not as a stranger, but as the father she never knew. Steffi Forrester's reality shattered. Can her marriage survive? For Steffi, the betrayal stings in more ways than one. She had chosen to stand by Finn when he confessed to his past with Poppy Nozawa, rationalizing it as a mistake made during his youth. She convinced herself that Finn was the victim, a young college student taken advantage of by his older aunt. But the more she learned about their relationship, the less she believed in that narrative. Now, faced with the truth about Luna's parentage, Steffi struggles to reconcile her feelings. How can she possibly accept the idea of Luna being part of their lives, knowing what the young woman had done to her? Memories of being locked in a cage flood her mind. The fear, the helplessness, it was all because of Luna. And yet, Finn expects her to move past it, to welcome Luna into their family as though nothing ever happened. Steffi's instincts scream at her to put distance between them. She doesn't want her children growing up with Luna as their sibling. She doesn't want to pretend that this situation is anything close to normal. And so, she makes her stance clear: she does not support Finn's desire to be a father to Luna. If he insists on pursuing this relationship, he will be doing so alone. Will this be the breaking point for Shin? Can Finn truly balance his commitment to Steffi with his newfound responsibility toward Luna? And will Steffi ever be able to look at her husband the same way again? The complex history of Finn and Poppy, a past that won't stay buried. As Finn wrestles with his current reality, he finds himself reflecting on how he ended up here in the first place. His relationship with Poppy wasn't some fleeting mistake, it was something that left a lasting mark on his life, even if he didn't realize it until now. At the time, Finn was still young, a college student living under his parents' roof. His adoptive mother, Lee Finnegan, was a brilliant but overworked doctor, often absent due to her demanding career. Poppy, her younger sister, had stepped in to help, taking on a maternal role in the household. She was charismatic, confident, and captivating in a way that young Finn found irresistible. Their affair was complicated, driven by loneliness, rebellion, and the intoxicating pull of secrecy. Though Finn tried to rationalize it as a lapse in judgment, he couldn't deny that he had been a willing participant. And now, after all these years, he is forced to reckon with the consequences of that relationship. Poppy, for her part, has no regrets. She has spent years keeping Luna's true paternity a secret, but not out of shame, rather, out of a calculated desire to control the narrative. She knew that if the truth ever came out, it would disrupt everything. And she was right. Secrets, betrayals, and a family torn apart, what happens next? As the pieces fall into place, the fallout becomes unavoidable. Finn is determined to establish a connection with Luna, but doing so may cost him his marriage. Steffi, unwilling to accept this newfound family dynamic, may be left with no choice but to walk away. And what about Luna herself? The young woman has been through her own share of hardships, but nothing could have prepared her for this revelation. The father she never knew is standing before her, offering her a place in his life. But will she accept it? Or will her own past mistakes make her hesitant to trust anyone, even the man who claims to want to be there for her? Meanwhile, the ripple effects of this revelation extend beyond just Shin. Bill Spencer, who has unknowingly become entangled in this mess by offering Luna a place to stay, may find himself dragged into a family war he never wanted to be part of. And Poppy, ever the master manipulator, will not sit idly by while her carefully constructed web of lies unravels. As tensions rise and relationships are pushed to their breaking points, one thing is certain: The Bold and the Beautiful is about to deliver one of its most explosive storylines yet. Will love triumph over betrayal? Will Finn and Steffi find a way to move forward? Or will the weight of their pasts prove too much to bear? Final thoughts: should Finn embrace fatherhood? As fans, we are left to ponder the central question: should Finn fully embrace his role as Luna's father? On one hand, it's admirable that he wants to take responsibility, especially after witnessing firsthand the damage that estrangement and secrecy can cause. He knows what it's like to feel disconnected from one's biological family, and he doesn't want Luna to endure that same pain. On the other hand, Finn's insistence on forging this relationship could have devastating consequences for his marriage. Steffi has made it clear that she does not want Luna in their lives, and forcing the issue could push her away for good. Is Finn willing to sacrifice his marriage for the sake of a daughter he barely knows? And more importantly, does Luna even want a relationship with him? The stakes have never been higher, and the choices made in the coming weeks will determine the future of Shin and everyone connected to them. Will Finn find a way to have both his wife and his daughter in his life? Or is this the beginning of the end for his relationship with Steffi? Next, we unravel a plot that could redefine the bold and the beautiful forever. With hidden agendas, unresolved tensions, and a brewing family feud, the landscape of Steffi and Finn's marriage is set to crumble. As Sheila Sharp watches from the sidelines, her patience running thin, she may finally see her chance to wedge herself into Finn's life once and for all. With Luna Nozawa's paternity test revealing shocking truths, and Steffi struggling to hold her marriage together, will Sheila use this chaos to her advantage? Let's break it all down. Sheila's mischievous plans, could she destroy Steffi and Finn's marriage for good? Sheila Sharp has always been a wild card, lurking in the shadows of Finn's life, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. She has played the long game, putting on a facade of reformation while keeping her ambitions close to her chest. However, as the foundation of Steffi and Finn's marriage weakens due to the Luna Nozawa revelation, Sheila may sense her golden opportunity to pounce. While she has kept her behavior relatively tame in recent months, it would be foolish to believe that her manipulative instincts have disappeared. On the contrary, she has been lying in wait, carefully observing every move. Now, with Finn distracted by his newfound daughter and Steffi struggling to cope with yet another painful revelation, Sheila may make her most strategic move yet, one that could irreversibly shatter Shin. What makes this situation even more precarious is that Finn is naturally compassionate. He has always carried the weight of his emotions, longing to connect with his biological roots, despite knowing the dangers that come with it. Steffi, on the other hand, has remained steadfast in her refusal to let Sheila get close. She has done everything in her power to protect Finn and their children, but could Luna's existence change the dynamic completely? A grandmother's agenda, will Sheila force her way into Luna's life? Now that the results of the paternity tests have confirmed that Finn is Luna's father, Sheila's interest in this situation is about to skyrocket. If there's one thing Sheila craves, it's connection, and now she has a brand new granddaughter to obsess over. Sheila has always believed that Steffi was the main obstacle, preventing her from having a real relationship with Finn. Time and again, Steffi has reinforced the boundaries, making it clear that she would never allow Sheila to be a part of their lives. However, Luna represents an unexpected opportunity, one that Sheila may believe can tip the scales in her favor. What will happen if Sheila starts demanding the right to know her granddaughter? Will she try to insert herself into Luna's life under the guise of family bonding? The mere thought of Sheila being anywhere near Luna is bound to send Steffi into a tailspin. But if Finn starts to soften towards his mother again, this could mark the beginning of Steffi losing control of the situation. It is all too easy to imagine Sheila showing up at Finn and Steffi's home, playing the role of the eager grandmother who just wants to be included. She might insist that, as Luna's biological grandmother, she deserves a place in her life. And if she throws Hayes Forrester Finnegan into the equation, arguing that she has a right to be in all her grandchildren's lives, the tension will only escalate further. Steffi's struggles, a marriage hanging by a thread. For Steffi, this entire ordeal is more than just about Luna's paternity. It's a painful reminder of all the turmoil she has endured because of Finn's complicated family ties. Every time she and Finn seem to find peace, another secret, another unexpected connection, another challenge rears its head. And this time, the stakes feel even higher. Steffi's biggest fear has always been Finn's inability to completely sever ties with his past. She has fought tirelessly to shield their family from the influence of Sheila, yet every time she turns around, something pulls Finn back in. Now, Luna stands at the center of a new storm, and Steffi sees a familiar pattern emerging, one where Finn's good heart might once again put them all at risk. The question is, how much more can she take? If Finn chooses to embrace his newfound daughter, where does that leave Steffi? Is she expected to accept Luna as part of their lives, despite the pain it may cause her? And worse, if Sheila becomes involved, would Steffi even have the strength to endure yet another cycle of deceit and manipulation? There is an undeniable sense that Sheila is lurking, waiting for just the right moment to push Steffi to her breaking point. If she succeeds, will Finn realize the damage before it's too late? Or will Steffi finally decide that enough is enough? A calculated attack, Sheila's inevitable interference. Even if Sheila tries to play the long game, she won't be able to resist stirring the pot for long. Once she discovers that Finn is stepping into his role as Luna's father, she will find a way to exploit it to her advantage. Her endgame is clear: to establish herself in Finn's life once and for all. It's not hard to imagine her planting seeds of doubt in Finn's mind, making him question Steffi's resistance to his involvement in Luna's life. She could whisper in his ear, urging him to break free from Steffi's control and make his own choices. After all, isn't it his right as a father to be there for his child? And let's not forget Bill Spencer. If Sheila senses that Bill is also standing in her way of reaching Luna, she may find herself facing off with him as well. Would she dare to manipulate Luna herself, twisting the young woman's emotions to make her more receptive to her loving grandmother? The possibilities for chaos are endless,